Welcome to the FCICA product webinar series. We are pleased to have Brent Fike of Ropey Holding Company with us today. Brent, the floor is yours.
Okay, glad to have everyone here. What we're going to do today is help you to get to know Flexco a little better. What we want to talk about are three products to keep on your radar from Flexco that some of you are probably aware of that we have. Some of you may not be aware that we fully offer these types of products. And what I want to discuss is a little bit about where these products are used, how these products can make the projects better, just so that you are aware in the event that you have the opportunity to either use these products, specify these products, or use these products as alternates. We're hoping that you will begin to see more of these products on specifications in the future. But as always, you guys know me. You know that I'm willing to answer any questions that you have, and please feel free to ask questions through the methods that Lizzie has described, and we can have some time at the end to answer those questions. So without any further ado, I want to give you a little bit of history of Flexco. There's a little bit of confusion in the industry, and we are in the process of trying to clear that up. We are owned by Ropey Holding Company, and I say we, as I've been personally with Flexco for almost 23 years now. Started on that side of the business, and most of you now know me with Ropey Holding Company. Flexco is operated independently of Ropey, but we are owned by the same holding group. We began operations in 1949 in Tuscumbia. The main facility was constructed to manufacture tires and inner tubes for World War II. After that, about the time the plant got up and running, of course, the war was over, so it was retooled and began manufacturing rubber flooring among some other products. In 2001, we were purchased by the Ropey Holding Company, and it is a family-owned business. As you can see, there's a nice photo of our facility in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Those of you who are around several years ago got the opportunity to tour that facility, and we were happy to provide that as part of the association. We have multiple products that we offer. We do offer the standard wall base, the rubber tile and sheet products. We offer rubber and vinyl stair treads, sports flooring, luxury vinyl tiles and planks, solid vinyl tile, rubber and vinyl ESD static control flooring, and a complete line of vinyl accessories. The photos on the screen represent some recent projects that we're very proud of, and showing the capabilities that we have to offer with the Flexco products. We like to talk about our products as being innovative, as we are kind of innovative as we move forward with different opportunities, different product lines, different segments. You can see here that you'll find us in healthcare, education, hospitality, retail, sports, and specialty applications. We offer a sheet rubber flooring in a 3-foot and 4-foot wide product that has a marbleized wood grain visual that's offered in 4 colors. And you can see this is a basketball floor in a middle school or elementary school application. So your gymnatorium type of multi-purpose areas, we can provide the service. We can also provide custom cut game lines to do the installation. You can see healthcare. Rubber sheet is being widely used in healthcare applications. This is a NICU unit, a neonatal ICU unit that we have had down now for about 5 years and is performing wonderfully. So those are some different things in some different areas that you will find us. So the 3 products that we want to talk about today are our solid vinyl tile, our base sculptures, and then our rubber flooring. And the rubber flooring, we're going to get into a little bit about our free flex options, which is a new option that we have recently introduced. Solid vinyl tile. Solid vinyl tile category has been around for a while now. This is probably the precursor to a lot of the LVT products. But these products are very durable. They're very strong. They have high PSI rating, and they're underused in a lot of applications just simply because people steer away a little bit from the price point. But this is a product here we're showing a bathroom application in an elementary school. I understand it may not be the best photo to show, but those are applications where they can be used. With the installation methods that are available now with the different types of adhesives, those products will perform and hold up very well where you need that durability. A lot of times VCT is the chosen route simply because of the price point, but with the solid vinyl tile, you get a lower maintenance standpoint where you can just simply clean and buff to get the high shine, or you can actually, once it gets damaged, you can actually repair it using a maintenance process. So we have two color lines that we want to talk about with solid vinyl tile. One is called a Geodesy. That Geodesy solid vinyl tile is available in a 2 millimeter. It's available in multiple sizes, but this is a great application for here. You're showing a healthcare application or a checkup or a center where you're just doing like preliminary checks and things of people. But this can be widely used in many applications, anywhere from healthcare to education. We have school districts who simply use the solid vinyl tile. We have hospital systems that use it, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Delaying solid vinyl tile. This is our second color line. A lot of you that are familiar with ESD or solid vinyl tiles will recognize this chip pattern or this chip look right off the bat, where this is a product that is diced and then molded together with plastisol properties to create ESD, but it's also available in non-ESD. So if you're doing those high-tech applications where it calls for the ESD products, then you can carry the same look and the same visual into other areas of the building that don't necessarily require the ESD. Again, solid vinyl tile is a high performance product. We're talking about PSI ratings of over 2,500 pounds per square inch. We don't necessarily like to talk about that a lot of times in the industry because it's perceived and misconceived to designers and specifiers. But this product will actually perform to those levels, and the testing that's actually done to create that specification or to create that look gives you the durability in this product with the solid vinyl tile. And we have had lots of success with this product over the years of the existence of Flexco, and we're starting to see a turnaround in the ESD market. So you're going to get a lot of calls, hopefully, for some smaller ESD areas, and that's where we wanted you to know that we have a solid vinyl tile ESD product that is very comparable to the other products that are on the market. With these products, again, like I said before, they're 080 gauge or 2 millimeter and 1/8 gauge, available in a variety of sizes to work together for the layout: 12 by 12, 12 by 24. 24 by 24, 36 by 36. They're homogeneous. They're non-porous. So once they're maintained properly, they are very high stain resistance. And again, that surface staining can be removed if it does stain just through the simple maintenance process. They're extremely durable. No floor finish required, either for a typical application or your ESD application. We don't require any floor finishes. Performs very well under heavy rolling loads. They are designed using bio-based phthalate-free plasticizers. So with all of the sustainability arguments that are going on and the different things that are coming back and forth, we're designing these products and have re-engineered these products to not contain any of those harmful ingredients. But that's not something that we've had to change. We've actually done that over the years before we really had to. One of the other options that we do provide on our solid vinyl tiles for installation are pre-groove tiles. So if we're doing a 24 by 24 or a 36 by 36 installation that is going to be heat welded, then we can send those tiles to the job site or to the distributor to you pre-grooved, ready to be heat welded. So all you have to do is lay them down. Then you clean the seams, make sure you don't have any debris in it, and then your groove is already there for your welding bead. Now, that's an option. There's no extra cost to that option. We can also do the standard square edge tiles so that they can be pre-grooved or grooved on site. I've talked to a lot of contractors, a lot of installers over the years, and it's a mixed bag of whether they want pre-groove or whether they want to groove it on the job site. And I know everybody has an opinion on that. And I would like to hear back from some people whether you like the pre-grooved or not, just because we like to know to be able to give a proper recommendation for certain things. Again, we've talked about the no finish for Delane and Geodesy. Here's a photo of a tile as it comes out of the box on the left side, and in the right side of the piece of tile is the initial maintenance process that the product goes through. A lot of times the discussion is who does the initial maintenance, who's responsible for that, but a lot of times it goes further than just the typical job site cleanup. And, when you get these tiles installed, proper maintenance is key for longevity and customer acceptance of the product. Doing the initial maintenance properly relieves a lot of the issues that we see with end users when they first get a solid vinyl tile flooring. Now, I know coming up over the next few months, there's going to be a lot of discussion about maintenance and proper maintenance for facilities, what's required for products and certain things. And so thankfully the association is getting some of that information out there, and look for us as we'll be participating in some of that as well. But just we really like the way the solid vinyl tile products perform in the facilities when they are maintained properly. And we have several references that we can provide for those. Here's one that we have worked with over the last 15 years. This is a specific installation for Winter Park Memorial Hospital. And this is a Florida hospital system who uses our solid vinyl tiles throughout their facility. They like sheet products in certain applications, but in some applications they like the tile products because the tile products, if they get damaged, if they have something that needs to be replaced, they can replace one tile. With our solid vinyl, you don't see over the time, you don't see the colors changing, you don't see the color fading, so it's easy to go in and put a tile in and replace it. Now, when you do the immediate replacement, you will see some color shading, some color variation from use, but once you maintain everything together, then all of that blends. And at that point, that's one of the benefits that Winter Park Memorial or Florida hospitals sees with our solid vinyl tile product. They use the pre-grooved that was heat welded and flash coved on site. Their key decision factors were hygiene, ease of maintenance, longevity. Sorry about that. What we've talked about, and then some quotes from them is a true no-wax floor. An operating room is the most expensive places to shut down. This is not where you want a floor with a short lifespan. And this installation is 15 years old and still performing well. So I'm going to go back and show you the photo of a 15-year-old installation with our product, and you can see how it looks. We've talked about that, and we're excited to talk about them and provide this information when we have people that want to use this product. We can help you, and this may not apply to everybody who's on this call, but there are things out there with full-size samples, presentation kits, sampling materials. If you need it, just ask us. We can get it for you to help you use this product. So now it's time for a polling question, and I think we're actually going to, if I'm correct, we're going to have this poll available and have you to vote real quick. What characteristics of our solid vinyl tile would you find most beneficial? A, ease of maintenance. B, durability. C, high PSI. D, color design. Or E, heat weldable attributes. Don't everybody vote at once.
If you're not seeing the poll up on your screen, go ahead and shoot me a chat so I can know about that. I won't be able to fix it right now, but I can bring it up to support.
Okay.
Okay, is everybody done? I'll leave it up for a full minute. You got 5 seconds left to vote. Okay.
All right. Whoop.
And you should all be able to see the results now. So it looks like we've got
All right.
a third of people saying ease of maintenance, and a tie between durability, high PSI, and color design as the second options, and nobody voted for heat weldable attributes.
And that's
Okay.
kind of that's pretty common to see that the heat welding attributes, I think, are part of the installation side where people where contractors understand products in the way that they're heat welded, and it works out well for them. So the ability and ease of heat welding of the product is not something that's going to make them select that product. But I think the ease of maintenance in today's business environment, providing the end user with a product that's easy to maintain, I think, is one of the biggest and one of the most important questions that gets asked. And there's various reasons behind that, but we can talk about that on another webinar. So, all right. So let's move on and talk about FreeFlex rubber tile. This is a new product, or a new segment of a product that Flexco has offered for a while. This is our FreeFlex rubber, where we're offering several new sizes to complement our existing sizes. We've always offered a 12 by 12, 18 by 18, and a 36 by 36 rubber tile. In some formats, we've offered a 24 by 24. But what we have found are people are wanting new sizes, new things to use to create different looks. So we've recently launched 6 by 36, 12 by 36, and 18 by 36 inch tiles. You can see the photo of the installation. Using a variety of those sizes just gives you a different visual. I think this is something that a lot of manufacturers are doing to spice up rubber flooring. Rubber flooring itself is the same as it's been for a long time. When you look at the visuals, when you look at the things that are starting to come back, we're actually seeing some striated looks that are starting to make a resurgence in the market. Different levels of those striations and the marbleization. We're seeing those products starting to come back with different colors and different looks. So giving these 3 patterns, 2 profiles, 3 shapes, there are a combinations are endless. I mean, we're looking at up to 423 flex tile combinations. Now, doing that math and using all those different sizes and using different coloring from a striated marbleized wood look to a speckled look gives the designers and even you guys who are specifying these products endless creative possibilities to show end users. Here's a quick poll question, and Lizzie, we can leave this one up for a minute as well. But in what application could you see FreeFlex being used most often? Healthcare, education, corporate, hospitality, or retail?
You have 10 seconds left to vote. Okay. So here's the responses. It looks like 40% voted healthcare as what they see FreeFlex being used most often, and then education, and then a tie for corporate, hospitality, and retail. But they do see it being used in all applications.
And that's kind of what we're seeing, and so that just kind of supports what we were thinking as well. And that's good to know that hey, at least somebody in the industry is thinking alike. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to the third part of this webinar, and probably what will take up the most of our time as we're discussing. I want you guys to be very familiar with our base sculptures wall base system. This is a product that we launched several years ago. We've had great success over the past couple of years for varying reasons, but with this product, this is one of our fastest growing product segments. And I think it's the same for just about everybody. We've put extensive work into profiles, making sure that the offering that we have gets you into where you need to be. And with the summer coming, there's a lot of times that jobs like this are done where you need material last minute, you need to add something, or you just can't get something that you have specified and you need to be able to get something quickly to replace it. What we want to talk about real fast is our base sculptures. We have a 57 color palette that coordinates across our rubber tile treads and accessories. With 57 colors, you can pretty much coordinate with anybody's rubber tile treads and accessories, as well as anybody's flooring products. The one thing that we do that I don't know if you guys are familiar with, but we do all of our colors at one price. So whether it's black, blue, a pink, or a custom, it's all one price. And that eliminates the need of taking off the group one colors and putting them on a separate chain set and giving 4 colors or 5 colors to an end user to make a selection. You can choose from all of our colors, and they're all the same price. We do have 13 profiles currently, plus a quarter round. Most of our profiles are 8-foot sections. We do have 4 profiles that are 40-foot coils. And with those 40-foot coil profiles, that allows you to really reduce the number of seams that you have in an installation. You can really take an installation to the next level if you're concerned about seaming issues. Those profiles are going to be the Harmony that's on the very left, the 2 5/8 profile. It's going to be our Merit profile. It's going to be our and I can't read them. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be our 4.5 inch profile and our 7 1/4 inch profile. Those are going to be your profiles that are available in 40-foot coils. And I wish this screen, and it may be showing up clear on yours, but the screen that I'm actually looking at is showing up kind of fuzzy, so I can't give you the actual profile names, and I apologize for that. But there are available in 40-foot coils.
Brent, the 4.5 inches Charisma, and the 7 3/4 is
Reflection. Thank you, Lizzie. And I just I had a moment where they slipped my mind. You guys know me, you know that's very, very common. Ability to create custom profiles for large projects. If you have a project that you want to do with us and you want to create your own profile, we have the ability to do that. And we work with you in multiple ways to create that. If you want to stock your own profile, get with us and we'll do it. Color match caulks for the installation, just the finishing touches. With these products, we do recommend that you use standard woodworking techniques for these products. So you're coming to your inside and outside corners, we do recommend that they're mitered. We do recommend that, use a little bit of a non-gel super glue product on the corners to hold them together tightly, and then a standard wall-based adhesive. Guys, we've had great success with these products for installation. and being able to use those. There's multiple new tools out there. What comes to mind is a D-cut machine for sculptured wall base that's available now for these installation of these products, and it's taken the installation to an easier level for the installer. And so you can, for not much more than standard 4-inch rubber wall base, you can provide a very custom look with a sculptured product for the end user. Here you can see the color chart and a little bit better profile view of the base sculptures and the profiles that are available. Again, the harmony, the merit, the charisma, and the reflection are available in rolls. Everything else is available in 8-foot sticks. You can see many of the popular patterns that are available today. We also offer an inside and outside corner block that can be used on the installation if there's a tough corner or a tough installation, something that's there, and you just want to have that look, that visual. So those things are there. These are a thermoplastic formulation, so they're not a vinyl, they're not a TS true rubber wall base, but they are a thermoplastic blend. So you get the performance and the longevity of a product that is dimensionally stable. When installed and acclimated properly, you're not going to have any issues. So we've had great success with this product. So let's talk a little bit about what makes Flexco different. And I kind of want to talk just a little bit. You know, this is something that we're very proud of, and you guys realize it's the 4th of July this week. You know, we're celebrating our independence and Independence Day, but we're based in Tuscumbia, Alabama. We're proud to be an American manufacturer, and you know, we're the only manufacturer to offer a metal reinforced stair tread. I don't know if you guys were familiar with that. It's not something that we really talked about in this webinar, but we are the only manufacturer to offer a metal reinforced tread that helps to protect that product. If the product's installed properly, you receive a 25-year warranty on those treads, which is something that nobody else does in the industry on stair treads. We offer customization with either custom colors, custom cutting. We can do custom LVT wear layers. So if you're in a project, you like one of our LVT products, but you want something that sets it apart, that gives you the ability to lock in a specification, to do something just a little bit different, we have the ability to do that. Again, those of you who were fortunate enough to make a trip to our LVT manufacturing facility last year, you know, we manufacture those products in the U.S. as well. And so you can tell that we have great ability to do custom, to do quick turnarounds, to do quick deliveries on products. We can do custom print films. We can do custom products for you. And I know from an installation side, that's not necessarily something that project managers are looking for, but they need to be aware of it. You need to be aware that we have the ability, because there's always an opportunity on a job site when you need something else. And we want Flexco to be the first thing that comes to your mind with the ability to provide that for you. You know, we may not have it on the shelf, but we have the ability to get it to you fairly quickly. We also recently launched our complete installation and maintenance program. So we have an adhesive, we have an installation system, we have moisture control, we have all of those products that you need to basically become a one-stop shop, from installation, and I say from moisture mitigation to maintenance. We have a complete staff of technical people who can answer any questions that you have on product, on installation, on maintenance, and we feel that we are in a right position to be able to handle anything that you run across on a job site. We also focus heavily on sustainability, as we talked about earlier. You guys, especially your project managers and your salespeople, probably are getting these questions asked. If not, you need to be aware of them. 2 published environmental product declarations, or EPDs, for rubber and vinyl flooring products. We're planning on publishing 2 additional EPDs within the coming months. We do have 2 HPDs, which are more extensive than an EPD, and I would urge anybody who's on this webinar, if you're not familiar with those 2 terms, EPD, Environmental Product Declaration, and an HPD, a Health Product Declaration, to actually get familiar with those terms and what they do for you. You need to understand them a little bit. So our rubber tiles and treads are red list chemical free. Again, this is something that's a healthy building network that's out there. It's a red list of chemicals that people do not want in their products for installation. If you're not familiar with that one, kind of just familiarize yourself with it so you know what people are talking about. And then again, the bio-based phthalate-free plasticizers. Vinyl products are produced with those. You're not worried about installation of products that are containing harmful chemicals, as well as those products being put into the environment. And then, of course, we do have our third-party certifications such as Flexco and NSF 332. I like to talk a little bit about those third-party certifications from a manufacturing standpoint. While they don't necessarily affect the installation of the products, they do affect where the products are specified. And believe it or not, over the past 5 years, our certification budget for products has increased dramatically. 5 years ago, we were spending roughly $20,000 to $25,000 a year on third-party certifications for products, and that number this year is going to increase over the $750,000 mark. And it's kind of staggering to hear that, but as some of the regulations and some of the sustainability topics that are being put out there, that's how they affect products. You guys have probably seen it with, in various product changes over the years. So, products, as things change, you guys need to be aware of products and how they are affected by people focusing on sustainability. So things that you are used to seeing from an installation standpoint, things that you are used to seeing from the way products worked and performed, could change over the coming years, even more than they have over the past 5. So just kind of give you a heads up there and what we're actually seeing there. So our last poll question, and I'm kind of setting myself up for this one because I think I'm going to know what the answer is. What can we do to make your partnership with Flexco stronger? A, generate more specifications. B, better relationship with distributors. C, more interaction with your Flexco sales manager. D, additional sustainability attributes. Or E, wider selection of color options. And there you go, Lizzie. You can kick that poll off.
You have 10 seconds left to put in your submission here. Okay. So, Brent, I'm not sure what you were thinking, but the largest one was more specifications. Looks like a few people said additional sustainability attributes, and then another larger chunk said wider selection of color options.
The wider selection of color options actually catches me off guard, but I figured the figured the majority of the response would be more specifications, and then additional sustainability attributes. Kind of is a little crazy one out there too, but wasn't expecting to see that. But what I can tell you about Flexco is that we have recently made a big push in major markets. Now, I can't help you if you're in Sarcoxie, Missouri, which I don't think we have anybody on the webinar from a small town in Southwest Missouri. But Northeast, Chicago market, and the Southern California market, we have recently hired A&D specification people for Flexco, and I know that we have coming up some specific training with them on how to get Flexco and how to drive specifications for the Flexco products. So we realize that's where we need to be, and we're making a big push for that for Flexco, and we're hoping that you'll see Flexco showing up on more specifications. So that was a great answer and kind of what I expected to see, and I'm glad that I was able to share that with everybody today. So, okay, so moving on. This brings us to basically the end of the webinar where we've covered what we wanted to discuss. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to discuss Flexco a little bit. I think thank you for logging in to a webinar on a Monday, the week of 4th of July, to do this, and I just thank you for the opportunity to be able to do that. And as always, whatever we can do to assist you in your projects from Flexco, just want you to know that we're available to you. There's multiple ways of contacting us, and I think all right, you can actually see the contact ways. We're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, we're actually on Twitter. Of course, we have a website. You have my number down there, my email address, customer service line. But at this time, let's answer any questions that you've had. I don't know, Lizzie, if we've gotten any. If we have, go ahead and share those, and then we'll go from there.
So I do have a few questions lined up here. The first one is, if a finish is desired, are there any you can recommend for the solid vinyl tile?
Yes, we don't recommend finishing, or we don't recommend applying finishes to our products simply because it takes away the maintainability part of the product, the aspects of the product. Once you apply a finish, then you have to maintain that finish. But any acrylic flooring finish that's out on the market today that's from a reputable manufacturer, and I'm thinking Spartan Chemicals, XL North, thinking of those guys who are in common places in the market, those finishes are perfectly acceptable for our products, other than our ESD products. If you're wanting to put a finish on an ESD product, then you need to make sure you're using a product that is designed with ESD properties.
Okay. And then when you were talking about the performed corners for the base sculptures, did you only have the two options, the two style options for the inner and the outer corners?
Yes, we only have the small inside and outside corner blocks. We do recommend that you cut those on site because the angles of the walls and different things, everybody knows that in construction, nothing's ever square. So we recommend measuring and cutting those on site. If you need to, then the only preformed option that we have are the inside and outside corner blocks.
Okay, so those are the only questions I had here. If anyone wants to ask something, you still have a minute here where you can submit something to the question box. And of course, you do have Brent's contact information as well as the FCICA contact information. We can always answer those questions after the webinar. But I'm not seeing anyone else typing a question here, Brent.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for joining, and for those who will be viewing it later, thank you for taking the opportunity to view this. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be happy to help you out.
Excellent. And of course, Brent, thank you so much for presenting today and Flexco sponsoring this webinar. All registered attendees will receive a copy of the presentation with a link to the recording once it's available. And again, we will have the recording on the FCICA website and the YouTube channel, so you can get to that at any time. And then just one last reminder for our SIMs. If you attended this webinar live, I will get your CEUs added to your accounts. And then those who watch the recording later will need to submit the CEU form, which is available on the SIM pages of the FCICA website. And again, we are migrating to a new platform for education, including our webinars. So CEUs will be handled a little bit differently there. But for now, on this webinar, from GoToWebinar, the CEUs are still going to be handled with the CEU form. And if you're looking for other continuing education opportunities, you can access previous webinars on the YouTube channel and FCICA's Member Center. And we do have a new training resources page on our website for other offerings from manufacturers and other organizations. Okay. And if you are interested in sponsoring an FCICA promotional or educational webinar, you can contact me at my email, elizabeth@fcica.com, or you can call FCICA at 248-661-5015. Again, thank you so much for joining us. This was a great webinar. I'm glad you were all able to make it. And have a great rest of your day and a happy 4th of July.